Alright, in this exercise we're going to show you how to use, or actually how to edit macros. And so in this first one here you can see that we have 11 values and we just want to find what the maximum is. So again, I'm going to go to developer, get the developer ribbon up, and we are going to record a macro. This time we're going to use relative reference, so I'm going to just put it here under values. So this is going to be where my where it's referencing from, and we'll record that macro. We're going to just call this maximum, and you're going to hit Control M, and we'll hit OK. Control Shift M is our shortcut, and now it's recording. So the first thing we'll go to maximum, hit equals, type in max, parentheses, and we want to find the range of all these, which is 11 different cells. Close those parentheses and hit enter, and we'll go ahead and stop recording. So that's our macro. Now if I come over here to, actually before I go over there, just note that the 68 is indeed the highest value here. It's number A10, and we'll come over to macros edit. Now when I do this, if I just go ahead and I could either go in and select maximum and hit run. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to go back and just remind you that you can hit Control Shift. So we'll hit Control Shift M, and it put it over here. And so remember that this, since I hit relative reference, it's imposing itself based upon where it started. And so I had it started in here, and it went all the way over to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 over and 1 down. So we want to get rid of that. And remember that when you do this, wherever you started before is the same place you have to start again if you're using relative reference. So in this time, Control Shift M puts it at 68. Now if I scan down here, you can see 68, but actually 71 is the highest. And so we could either do maximum, we could either change this in here, or we can actually go in and edit the macro. So let's go ahead and look at that macro. So I'm going to go into macros, go towards maximum, and I'm going to hit edit. Okay, when we come into edit here, let's just go through what this is my macro of maximum macro, shortcut Control Shift M, just gives you a little idea here. Now active offset, what that does, active offset is going to move the cursor. So it moves the cursor from A1 where it was all the way over, 3 over, and then 1 down. That's what that represents. And then in this formula here, you can see this is going to give me my maximum. So once I'm in that maximum value there, it's going to calculate. This puts the formula in. So under the active cell, it's going to put a formula here, and that's the formula that it specifies. You'll see right at the end here, I also just select down one more range, and that has nothing to do with the formula, so I could actually take this out like so. So that shouldn't change the formula at all, that just moved the cursor down 1, and so now the cursor should stay in the maximum box when I'm completed. So when we do this though, we want to make sure and change this in order to meet what we actually want to have for the maximum. So you can see here that under maximum, so my maximum value, it's going to record where I selected and then how far I pulled down. And so we want to keep these two the same, where I selected basically that column, which was 3 over, and then we want to actually increase this value because this is how far I pulled down. This represents just which column. The column is -3 over from where I was, and so we'll go ahead and actually increase this. If I increase this to 20, this will actually pull down 20 rows from where we were. So we'll go ahead and hit save, and we'll just hit continue. Now I can just close this. I can close the Visual Basic, close out of that, and this time, let's see if it works. I'm going to go up to values again, and I don't have to erase this because it'll go ahead and go right over that. Under values, hit Control Shift M, and sure enough it gives this value. You can see now that it includes 20 values here rather than just the 11 from before. So that's how you can go in and change and edit within the Visual Basic. You just need to understand what the different terminology means in there, and so that'll take a little bit of time just to figure that out.